you do about black on black violence?
Black on black violence. It's funny, someone who believes in non-violence, that I would even have to deal with the question of violence. But in terms of black on black violence, I believe I would try to meet with the young people and instill a sense of pride and a love for self. I believe before anybody can really get to the cancer of a problem, I believe one should try to come up with an authentic remedy. And I believe that a remedy to help the young people would be to foster a great deal of pride as well as a sense of purpose. What is your purpose in life? And perhaps if they found out their purpose in life, it might help to deter and take away from overall crime, not just black on black crime, but crime, period.
In 2017, would you run for president?
Would I run for president? There were talks about me in 1968 running for president, and I never really considered the talks seriously because I feel while it is a high honor to run for the highest office in the land, and while it is an honor to even be considered to run for the highest office in the land, I believe that I answer to a higher moral source, if you will, as a preacher and as a minister. And the word minister simply means to be a servant. And I feel that in my public life, I've been serving my community and the American people through action, whether it's been demonstrations, whether it's been campaigning for legislation. And I think that that's where I'm best needed at, serving the people as an ambassador of goodwill, a messenger of hope, and someone who's not afraid to take to the streets peacefully, of course, and acts of civil disobedience to agitate for change. So if I were to consider a run, it wouldn't be for the White House or any other elected office. I would continue to work from the grassroots level and help the people organize change from there.
What would be your dream for the nation?
Well, as you know, many years ago, at the March on Washington, I spoke of my dream. And it seems like historians only limit me to that dream. My dream is very simple, and it's also, I guess you could say, a three-part dream. First, I dream of a day where all men are treated equally, respected equally, and I also, not just men, but women is included in that as well, where we just treat people with respect and dignity. My second dream is that I really wish there was some type of redistribution of the wealth. I feel that there's far too many people who go to bed hungry at night. There's far too many people living in cardboard boxes or riding subway trains while other people live in mansions. So my dream would be not so much a redistribution of wealth in the sense that we take from the rich and give to the poor, but in a spirit of economic justice and a spirit of economic equity. And my third dream is a very simple dream. It's one of a personal note. I really long for the day, and I dream of the day where there's no need for marches, no need for demonstrations, no need for war, because people would understand within themselves that there is certain things that are morally right, and that would be apparent as well as inherent in all of us. That we don't have to remind you with demonstrations or fight for land, but we could just get together and work together on one accord. So I guess my last dream, to make it as simple as I possibly can, would be a dream of peace. World peace and inner peace, as well as outer peace.
What would be your dream for the nation?
Well, I really believe my ultimate dream, while it might sound weird to some people, I rarely dream of the day where a Martin Luther King Jr. is not needed. And now what I mean by that is not in a morbid sense, but I long for the day where you don't need a leader per se to fight for things that should have been yours at birth. You don't need a leader to remind your government of what to do when they already wrote beautiful and eloquent words where it said, "We the people." I long for the day where Martin Luther King would not have to march and speak out against war, march and speak out against injustice, march and speak out against inequity. I long for the day and I dream of a day where people like Martin Luther King Jr. are not needed as social agitators, but as peaceful collaborators. That is the day I ultimately dream of.
But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And he's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.